On to the next thing. We got Bring to Light Scape Shift. This is what we're going to be doing now. We have the Snow package. Okay, we have Ice Fan Quaddles with a bunch of basics. We do have a ton of basics, 8 basics total. We are playing Bring to Light, which can get any of these cards except the walkers. You cannot Bring to Light for a walker, which kind of sucks, but you can Bring to Light for anything else. We got 2 Scape Shifts, which win the game with Balkut, obviously. And we have the classic Scape Shift cards in Sakura Tribuilder and Search for Tomorrow. We have a couple of removal spells, and we have Teferi, and the one of Jace. The big thing is that we have 2 gifts and given, okay? And this is nice because there are some packages that cannot really stop us from finding Scape Shift. So for example, if we gift and we get Eternal Witness, Snapcaster Mage, Scape Shift, and Noxious Revival, that's basically, if you do that on your opponent's end step, that is a guaranteed Scape Shift when you untap, right? So we can figure out like those cool little packages and whatnot as we go. But the list looks pretty sweet. One of Repeal to stop, like, I assume Blood Moons and whatnot. Teferi because it's busted. And then when we get to the Cyborg, things get even more interesting. We got the Madcap Experiment Platinum Imperium combo, which we can of course Bring to Light for. So we're basically paying 5 mana for Platinum Imperium. Extra Teferi for the combo matchups and whatnot. And control matchups, Dovin's Veto and Force of Negation, as well as Swan Song in order to protect our stuff. Vendilion Click, which is one of my favorite creatures ever. One of Inferno Titan, which I'm not really sure what this guy is doing here. I still haven't figured that one out. Hopefully we're gonna see it in action and it's gonna be great. But this is a Titan stream after all, right? So we needed to have a Titan that we were working with. BTL Snow Shift. Yeah, we are. Let me update the stream title real quick. And yeah, timely for burn. Rest in peace for graveyard decks like Dredge and whatnot, which we cannot really beat otherwise, and Celestial Purge, as well as Scramble to Dust against Strong and Amulet and stuff like that, and Shatterstorm against the Urza decks and stuff, as well as a One of Force. We're definitely running we're definitely on the short side of green cards for 4s. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 8, so 19 cards total. We're definitely very, very low on Force of Vigors, on green cards for 4s, but we'll see how this works out. Yeah, let's play a league match. It definitely looks like it's gonna be a fun one. One thing right off the bat that I would like to try out, it's maybe there's a way. Because we cannot realistically beat without Scape Shift, right? Like our other alternative win cons are Jace or like Ice Fan Quaddle beats, which is not particularly reliable. So one thing that I would consider is trying to make room for Field of the Dead, especially because we don't have like Remand and stuff. So we're gonna see how that works out, but that is definitely something that I am intrigued to see how it plays out. All right, opponent, are you there? All right. This is probably a fine hand, right? Like we got Escape Shift, we got a ramp dude. Excuse me. We're gonna keep this hand. There were Mystic. Turn 1 Mystic go. We're gonna probably get a Breeding Pool in my end step. Urza? No. Yeah, it is Urza. Okay. Get a Breeding Pool. Not really afraid of taking damage here, I guess. So it's gonna play the Elder. I'm gonna start go ramping. We're gonna go ramping a little bit. It's a Mox Opal, which is not online yet. Okay. So they're gonna get to gain a bunch of life, but they're not going infinite yet. It is problematic though. It is for sure problematic because do we have any ways of stopping this main deck? Teferi. And repeal. All right, we don't have a lot of options. We're gonna see how this works out. I don't think there's anything at 3 mana that I might want to play. Jace, okay, I guess I would want to play Jace. So we're gonna get a green source here. I guess a white source. Redundant, bring to light, not what we wanted to see. Play Quaddle, draw a card. Okay, that's not bad. So this will ramp us. And unless my opponent combos me out, like if they have an Urza, I just lose. Like there's not really much I can do, but they have the Urza. Okay, so we can't beat this because my opponent just goes off in response, so we can just concede. All right, they had the nuts. Nothing for us to do there. Definitely want Shatterstorm. We want Force. We want probably Rip, mostly because we can't really beat them. And Rip makes Gifts and Noxious Rebel significantly worse. So we're probably going to cut this aspect of the deck. Impish Skate, thank you for the follow. I don't think I want Platinum Empyrean. I don't think I want Redundant. The Fairies. Lightning Bolt also seems pretty lackluster. Is Force better than Swan Song? Kinda has to be, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try these and see what happens. It sucks that I need to bring in the resting pieces, mostly because I just cannot beat the combo otherwise. I feel like this is one of those hands that you just keep, because this is what your deck is. So you're kind of forced to keep this kind of hand, even though it looks utterly terrible. I'm not cutting the second gift. I mean, I want to leave it. It's still a good card, so I'm still leaving it as like a potential like value target or something. Okay, search for tomorrow. Got a Valakut. That sucks. I don't think they have any way of punishing me for playing this Valakut out though. Okay, that one's fine. Quaddle it up. More searches for tomorrow. Wow. Punishment is too real. All right, that's something. So let's think. So if we search for tomorrow, main phase, we get to go to 4/5 mana, 6 if I path my own Quaddle. And next turn I cannot. I am 1 mana short of Bring to Lighting. Was you playing Stoneforge and Valakut? Yeah, I mean, we were playing Primetime, right? Like, one of the decks was playing Primetime, and the other Valakut deck plays Primetime. So I'm indirectly playing Primetime anyway, right? Like that's how it works. Let's start here. Ping you. I'm trying to think if I have lethal next turn, and I don't think I do. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna get this one. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I would need to path my own guy, so yeah, I can't. I don't have lethal. So if I suspend this turn, next turn I guess. Okay, so it's basically the same thing. So I guess I can like use my mana more efficiently and suspend right now. So next turn I can, like, if I draw every down I bring to light, I get to like cast one for good value. Nice. Okay, so now we get to bring to light for Shatterstorm. So green, blue, white, red, yeah. They have a Spell Pierce. Oh, they draw a card. Okay. I guess I can get the Force instead. It's basically the same, except that the Shatterstorm is gonna be more impactful down the line. So yeah, sounds good. Got him. Swing. So next turn we can swing with the Quaddle, we can path our own Quaddle, and then we escape shift for lethal. Got an Urza. Alright. So we should be good here. Also, opponent seems to be F6'd. Pog. Alright. Swing. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sack this, sack this. Okay, opponent just concedes. Alright. That's pretty good. Anything I want to change? V-Click seems so bad against their stupid little guys. Maybe I should be bringing in Dovin's Veto. Yeah. I was thinking of Veto because like the two actually kind of matter. I guess it doesn't really. Yeah, okay, I'm sold. The thing is that Swan, yeah, okay, I already regret it because Swan Song doesn't counter. I mean, I'm sneaking this, right? Swan Song doesn't counter artifacts, so I should have gotten the veto instead. This seems like a fine draw, unless I die on turn 3, which it doesn't seem like I am. I can also get Wrath, and by that I mean Supreme Verdict if my opponent plays an Ursa or something. They're not doing anything. I just pass, right? Like there's no need for me to Shatterstorm here. They can't even go get the guy. Cast for an island. Combat. Attack. Steve doing the Lord's work over here. Second Steve. They have remand? What is this? Repeal? Repeal doesn't do anything. Oh, where? Where for one? Oh, no, misclicked, misclicked. Oh, what? No, oh, they must have cited out Python Needle. Sick. Alright, sweet. Not punished. Can they combo me out here? They might be able to. As engineer. Okay. That is not comboing me out. Okay, so we're gonna get a green source here. And we're gonna get... We have white, we have red. Another green? Yeah, okay. So I can Wrath here, or I can Shatter Storm. Seems more valuable to Wrath. Definitely seems more valuable to Wrath. With roller coaster of emotions, yeah, I know, right? It's been a weird one. OP's at 19, so Scape Shift is not lethal, and I can't even bring to light for Steve, so I kind of have to... 4, 5, and I bring to light for Wrath, for Supreme Verdict, that is. If they have a second Urza, I die, but... Yeah. Alright, I die to them having a second Urza and Thopter Foundry. But otherwise, I win. That's a Mox Opal. You have exactly Urza plus Foundry. Do you have it, OP? Okay. Oops. They target themselves. They play a land, and they fetch. They fetch. Okay, so they don't like what's on top. So it means that I'm not dead. Because they only have one card left in hand. They have the Urza, or maybe not. I guess they don't have the Urza. Okay, no Urza. I think I'm gonna fetch a breeding pool EOT. They draw, bring to light. So I can Shatter Storm and then Scape Shift. Let's see, let's make sure I have enough mountains. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 2 Valakuts. Okay, so we have only 3. So there's 9 mountains left in our deck. So that's good. Good stuff. So let's start here. So now if they cannot wear for... Now they're not going to be able to wear for the 4 mana thing that I can't deal them damage. Whatever that is. Witchbane Orb. Ha, they did have the wear. Alright. Yeah, I don't think they played that either, but, you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always panic when I resolve Scape Shift. Alright. Valakut, Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 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 nope. Triggers. Fog. Is there a one? Darkness doesn't stop Valakut, right? Darkness only stops. Always yes, always yield. Alright, 1-0. Sweet. On to the scoreboard. We haven't had a situation to gifts for some sweet piles. Hopefully we get to. Hopefully we get to. It did look good against Urza though. It's just like my opponent won on game 1 mostly because they were able to go infinite on me super early. What was it, like they went infinite on me on turn 3 or 4 or something like that? So it definitely felt pretty good there. I wonder if I'm gonna miss stuff like Remand and whatnot. Yeah, this seems like a hand that I just cannot afford to keep. This one seems better. Still seems pretty bad, but I bottom Bolt, I think, or do I bottom Scape Shift? All we know now is for everybody watching is who donated for me to play this. Alright, help me out, Noise. What do we bottom here? This feels like a keep, but what do we bottom in the dark on the draw? I always love the fact that this is a banned deck splashing from Termantus. Yeah, yeah. My instinct tells me to bottom the Lightning Bolt, but I'm very inexperienced with this deck because I know that you want exactly one Scape Shift. You don't want any more, but all right, getting bottom the Lightning Bolt. Urza again. Wow. Back-to-back Urzas. I think I'm gonna play the Heath because if my opponent plays an engineer, I might need to kill it depending on what they get. And I tried to save you from having to answer questions on the Facebook speak. Oh, what does that mean? Like somebody going nuts in the Facebook page? Is Stoneforge the future of Amulet, etc., etc.? Steven? It's nice that the Lightning Bolt shortens the clock. by 1 turn, even if my opponent gains a little bit of life. If they gain too much life, then it's not gonna do anything. But if they only gain a little bit. Post asking about the red green ammo list that Cyborg changes earlier today. Oh. Okay. Thank you. This is an Urza. We literally have no answer for that. Okay, that's aware. We do have answers for that one. Now the questions are the answers gonna show up quickly enough. Ooh, they got me good. Got me real good over there. So they basically stopped one of my land drops there. Which is pretty bad for me. Hopefully it doesn't punish me. Okay. Okay. Guess we attack first. Trade with Steve. Okay. So I have 1 land coming off suspend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I set myself to like draw land and potentially bolt and scape shift next turn. Set myself up that way. I'm gonna get a forest here. Pass the turn. Alright, please don't have the... I assume that they don't have a second wear, because otherwise they would have weared for the sword and gone off a little bit. So I suspect that they don't have it. And it looks like no Urza either. Alright, now we're gonna be able to cheese out a win here. Maybe. Okay. Cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Swings. Okay. Go to block. Path my own dude. God blast in response. Okay. They go down to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can force them. Oh no, that's lethal, right? I'm not crazy. Should have lethal here. Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 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 no. I said no. So they're gonna go up to 21. Always yes, always healed. So they're gonna go up to 21, and then we bolt them. Yeah, I think we should be good. They sack their entire board for this. It's funny that the one quaddle that went through, this quaddle actually won me the game. The one Quaddle that made it through made it so I had exactly lethal. That's hilarious. Alright, again, so I can't beat their infinite combo, so we gotta go with this. We want Force, we want Veto, we got this, Shatterstorm. And we don't want one gifts. We can cut the Witness, we can cut the Revival, we can cut one of the bolts. And Anger. Both bolts. I don't know if I should be bringing in the second Teferi. It doesn't seem great, honestly. Oh, maybe the Snappy can go? I feel like I'd rather have Snappy than the gifts. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Alright, I will be right back. We'll do that. One, two, three, potentially 4 lands. I guess we keep like 1 land drop away from Shatterstorming. Uh-oh. Probably gonna get my search for tomorrow. So they have perfect info for me. So I guess because of the veto, I lead on Flooded Strand. So I might need to veto my opponent's next turn. And if I draw a blue source, I will be able to. Okay. I don't think that actually punishes me. But I do need to suspend this here because I cannot afford to take another turn off. Sierra Echo with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Thank you so much for the continued support. Thanks for coming back over and over. We're for 4. Probably for Mystic Forge, but if they do get me, they get me super good, so... Hollowed Fountain. Look at this nanobase. Perfect nanobase. Can you imagine we're for 4, get Pithing Needle, name Flooded Strand? That would be brutal. There's the Mystic Forge. That would be nice to draw like lands here. Korok, thank you for the follow. I guess I can't really afford to not hold up Dovin's veto here. Alright, they're drawing, so they're whiffing on this Mystic Forge. That's good for me. So otherwise they would be exiling the top card to try to find something. This doesn't do anything anymore, so I'm perfectly fine letting this one go. They're totally gonna blind name something, and that something is gonna be my... Oh, I just realized I can't even cast Dovin's Veto. That's brutal. Yep, I just realized that. Everything that I say about my mana being perfect, erase that. Delete. Delete that one. So I should have main phase Quaddled. If I draw a liner of this Quaddle, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be very sad here. Okay. Phew. I was missing my land drop anyway. Ha ha. Ha ha. I was missing my land drop anyway. We need to get a blue source here. Wow. 26 lands. 26 lands just cannot make it there, huh? Force of Vigor would be a great draw too. Cool. Force of Negation would have been nice as well. It's an Astrolabe. Yeah, our mana just... It's too bad. Like, my opponent was able to wear for Mystic Forge because before I was able to before I was able to Dovin's Veto their they had effective answer to 7 mana before I had an effective answer to 2. If I had drawn 2 lands in a row, I had a shot because I could still, like, my opponent cannot go infinite yet, and I could still Shatterstorm. So I did have a shot. This is the worst feeling ever. Death Touch. Death Touch enabled. Oh yeah, the Quaddles are doing it now. Alright, no joke though, if I find any other land, I guess it needs to be either a red or a white land. Then I can bring to light for Shatterstorm. And we might be in an okay spot, unless my opponent plays an Urza here, in which case I just die. But yeah, we're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. Still not dead. Oh, that's the Urza. Now we are dead. I guess now we are actually dead. Never mind. Okay, cool. We would have gotten there too. Just veto the Urza. Yeah, I know, right? If only. If only. Spolt seems so bad. I guess. Should I register counterspell or force of will? I know, my bad, right? Yeah. Punted. Punted. Alright, this is good. Unless my opponent can still Thoughtseize me. We should be good here. Also, I just realized that my opponent's Biting Needle was still in their deck for some reason. Which does not strike me as correct. Like, this is literally the only thing that they can name. Unless they know that I'm playing Teferi, which I don't know why they would. I guess that is probably like a standard thing to be playing. Alright, got me. Oof. I really dodged one there. Like, if my opponent had been able to Thoughtseize me on one, that would have been problematic. So they took a bunch of damage, so I can just go get a mountain here. Make sure my colors are online. Force of Negation. I guess that one works. I have to pitch a Bring to Light, but it's not great. I don't love it, but also we cannot cast a fairy if we find it. Yep, you got it. Also, Bring to Light cannot find enchantments. That's a back deck building right there. I think I want second blue. Or second green. I guess I want second blue. I have only found my basics right now. This is kinda hilarious. My opponent's deck is also not functioning particularly well. Ichor Wellspring is good. Maybe I should have actually exiled that one because it gives him a lot of value with the engineer. Why can't I BTL for Jace, right? That would be nice. With my current configuration, I can BTL for gifts. And what do I gifts for? Just BTL for card advantage. Oh no, I actually took it out. God damn it. Can't repeal. BTL for Steve. BTL for Beto. Yeah, I am really regretting not having the gifts right now because I could gifts for like Quaddle, Land, Force, Shatterstorm or something. Okay, we are gonna get a Steve, I think. We still have access to Force, so we shouldn't be able to get comboed out. And my opponent is in range of 7 mana Scape Shift. Yeah, I guess it was okay for me to not counter the Wellspring. So the worst thing that can happen here is they Thoughtseize and they play something that forces me to force. Forces me to force. That's funny to say. There's the Urza. You got an Urza. got an Urza. Yeah, we're gonna force that one, the one that wins the game. We're gonna force that one. Yeah, that one. Alright, I'm kind of excited. Sideboarding with this deck seems very complicated. Sideboarding with this deck seems very, very complicated. That was an exciting game, though. That was certainly an exciting game. It feels like this deck prones itself to exciting games. Like, there are so many options, right? Like the toolboxes are kind of absurd. Trying to take a control on this matchup and leaving the gifts package, taking out searches. If you contain their early busted draws, then you will hit your lands naturally. Value gifts there would have been great. Yeah, that's... We're learning here. We're learning here, my friend, for sure. Yeah, we keep this. Turn 1 suspend. Like, that's like the nuts, right? The nut draw. Turn 1 green source suspend. Whew. Unbeatable. Basically unbeatable. Now, do I kill this or not is the question. I think that if I go long, I am going to win. So I probably want to kill this Noble Hierarch. Especially next turn, I get to, like, Eternal Witness, get back the Vault if I want to. It seems pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Never lucky. Okay, so I'm definitely going to Teferi minus and my opponent's Noble Hierarch. It's not particularly close. It's not particularly close. We're doing this. Anyway, we do need to hit some freaking land drops, though. That's for sure. What? Opposing Teferi? Artifact creature enchantment. That's what this says. Okay, so nobody can cast instants. Got it. So these are blank pieces of cardboard now. Cool. We get play Steve. OP probably needs to minus or nothing here. Or they plus. Okay. Attack the fairy. Got him. Breeding pool. Ewit. For lightning bolt. Yes. Plus. And I think we lightning bolt on the fairy? Is this crazy? No, this is fine. Next turn we can bounce my E-Witness and get back the lightning bolt. Holy crap. I don't think I can hold this. I don't think I can hold it. It's just too much value. Oh, Wall of Blossoms, OP. Can't ever win. Bouncing on my E-Wit and lightning bolting them seems reasonable though, for sure. Because that answers the Teferi for good. I guess that now they can have Force of Negation, so I probably want to wait one turn on that. So they have a Misty. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna be waiting one turn on that. I guess they don't have a Misty. I do have to Fairy, yeah. I think I'm just going to untap. Just plus the Fairy and untap. Or I can just naturally draw a Lightning Bolt. That also works. This deck looks a little like Escape Shift deck game, Miami the Titan deck, a lot of trouble. Yeah, I can see that. This is definitely like a one deck that might struggle, that Amulet might struggle against. In Carmela, you into Baylor or Ferox more? Right now, probably Baloth. Yeah, right now, certainly Baloth, actually. Yeah, I think I just bold here. The Teferi. Like, my opponent is already below 18, so... Now I am protected from force. And I can... Unless my opponent has another Teferi or like E-Witness into Teferi, they have a second Teferi. Shit. I guess Bring to Line still doesn't do anything. I think I'm gonna try to like go for the high upside play though. Okay. I was planning on sacking the Steve anyway, so block there, and I get another. What's the number one replacing from Wormcoil if there is one? Well, the point of Wormcoil is that it's an artifact, right? So if you want to replace Wormcoil with something, you probably want to replace it with another artifact. And there's no other artifact that does what Wormcoil does as good as Wormcoil. Batterskull would probably be the second one, but it's so much worse. Like, it's so much worse than Wormcoil. It's not particularly close. Second blue, I guess. Second red. All right. No damage. Okay. Yeah, these Teferi battles are kind of boring, honestly. That's just lethal, right? And my opponent literally cannot do anything to stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're at 16. I have enough lands. Sick. All right, sweet. That worked out. I guess we want to max. We want to max out on the fairies here. Inferno Titan seems kind of sweet, just like as an alternate win con because the fairy is so good against us. Anger seems pretty good. Verdict seems pretty good. Repeal stops the fairy, I guess. Triple to fairy. We won a couple of paths. Lightning Bolt seems great. Yeah, sideboarding seems rough with this deck. It's definitely gonna take me a minute to get used to. I think I literally just don't want any Bring to Lights. Because the fairy is so bad for us. Yeah, for some, we're probably gonna be like aggressively attacking, so Swan Song and Dovin's Veto are better than Force of Negation, I think. The only card that I might consider is Vendilion Click. I guess my opponent plays Quaddle, so it shouldn't be good. Okay, never mind. I really love me some Vendilion Click, so I'm trying to just try to justify her in every matchup. Justify her, them? What is it? What's a click? And what is a Vendilion? Another fairies, but it's like a group of fairies? How does that work? We got Steven, we got the Natural Escape Shift, we're gonna keep. We got Noxious Revival. Oof, Pog. Basically have the nuts here. Basically the nuts. That's what this is. Sure, got a wall. You got a wall. Do they have any ways of destroying lands? Pressures their TEF? Yeah, but like it's so easy for them to stop because of their Quaddles, right? Like it only pressures their TEFs if I don't have like something else. If that makes sense. Okay, so they're not holding up Hardcast. They're probably holding up Quaddle? Because that is not Hardcast Force mana. It's an island? Yeah, sweet. Do they have any way to destroy my lands is my question. Alright, force the issue. That's a Quaddle. You got a Quaddle. Ephemerate. You got an Ephemerate. Trying super hard to find Force of Negation. It's kind of sick that the fairy just blanks the Ephemerate trigger. They found it. That's gross. Oof, it also got exiled, so I can't revival it. Brutal. Medium is the three fairies. I forget their name, but they are a combination of the names. Oh, interesting. That's cool. If they didn't have the Force of Negation, we were going to handily win this one. We would have played the Teferi, which now my opponent has theirs, so we're super screwed. But we would have plus their Teferi. It would have minus the Teferi on the Quaddle. They can draw another land, but we don't really care. Because at that point we can play however we want. Cast this one. Get a second green source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I repeal for 1? I just realized that the fairy just blanks Search for Tomorrow suspend. It's pretty gross. Visa, EC, Endry, and Elion. That's kind of cool. Yes, I am running that Kenpachi. I'm also running Inferno Titan. It's just that in this matchup, because the fairy just wrecks me so hard, I sided out all my Bring to Lights. So then, like, Madcap is not really a reliable plan, right? Because, like, I only have literally one. So, It's not particularly reliable. I think I just pass here. Next turn I kind of try to repeal the Teferi. That's a cool Oracle. They reveal Jace. Cool. Knight of Autumn. Game 4, probably. Yep. The only thing that really matters here is this guy. I wonder if they're gonna bounce something. Are they gonna try to draw here? No, they plus. Oh yeah, I mean that's good for me. Certainly. Only have a single blue source. Max punished. I can only 18 my opponent here. I guess I should have played my land first. That was a mistake. Yeah, that's a pretty bad mistake actually. I don't understand why they are not minusing. Like, I cannot clock it. Like, why are they not just minusing the Teferi? I mean, if I draw a land, I win, right? They might have force, I guess. But I can force them to force my Teferi. Draw a land, please. Draw a land. Pog. White, blue. This. Teferi. So we sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This deck is great. No, I can't shift an upkeep because they have their own Teferi. And not always trumps yes, basically. So none of us can play stuff at instant speed now. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scape shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 12 mountains, so now I'm gonna have to sack this, this, and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Wee triggers. All right, Teferi is kind of busted. I'm sold. I am sold. This card is kind of absurd. Yep. That card is pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. Oh, you can right click and choose all same target. I didn't know that was a new feature. Sweet. I'm gonna do that next time then. That's an interesting feature. That's cool. I like that. Small Teferi Semenas with the stack it though. Thank God Big Teferi was costed at 5. Yep. All right, so yeah, honestly, the last time I played with Valakut was a really long time ago. Oh, you've been playing this deck? Sweet. Sideshows. Save me half a month at least. Yeah, there's a lot of click here. Because even with like when you're copying tendrils, because of how Storm works or even Grapeshot, you just click on the opponent's avatar, and you're fine, you know. But because of how Valakut works, you need to like choose, click on the trigger, then click again on the other thing, click on the trigger, click on their face, click on the trigger, etc. etc. This is not the nut draw. Come on, deck. Probably if this were a green source, I would keep this, but as is, I don't think I can, right? This also looks pretty bad, but at least I have a Jace. Maybe I get to cast it. Some sort of target feature. Okay, sweet. That's pretty good. I probably just bolt this right now, right? Or do I get greedy and try to get full value with anger? The anger of the gods. I'm gonna try to get greedy. Let's see what they do. I probably want to play around, light up the stage. When I want to just like randomly enable their hand. All right, and they played into my anger anyway. Sick. Sweet. This deck is great. This deck is sick. All right, they're gonna get to light up this stage. Good for them. Yeah, probably gonna attack first. Take 2. The stage is lit up. Metamorphose and Mountain. Blue green, play Steve. Pass the Tornorino. So I probably get a basic island with Steve. And a basic forest here to Quaddle. That sounds about right. Had a bigger impact than I thought it would. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Modern Horizons has had a massive impact in the format, especially now that Hogak is gone, and now, you know, the cards that were cool can actually be played, you know. Now that a bunch of cards became playable, somehow, the format's better. How cool is that? So I'm gonna take 6 anyway. What I'm trying to figure out here whether I want to trade or not, or whether I would like to clock my opponent for 2 in order to... Whether I want to clock my opponent in order to make my escape shifts better. I think I'm gonna trade. Scover Forest. Fetch for an island. This has Death Touch now. We trade. Brainstorm. I can cast the Quaddle if I want to. It will mean that I would need to take 2 though. It's probably good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I do this. But I feel like protecting Jace is going to be important. Cycle Islet. Nice. Certainly good for us. Soulscar Mage in the house. Blue, green, Quabble. And we draw the gifts. So if we find an untapped land, we win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that seems worth it. Sweet. This and this. Yeah, because I don't even need an untapped land now. We play a land. We place. I guess we fetch first. Get a basic forest. Now we play Steve. We get a basic something. Basic island, I guess. And now we escape shift. Jace the Mile Sculptor, better than all. Jace the Mile Sculptor, better than all. Jace the Mind Sculptor, better than all. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Foundry and Syndigrade. Nope, 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 nope. Triggers. Dope. That was sick. That was freaking sick. Alright, I like that. I want that. I want Timely, obviously. I want Purge to stop Blood Moon and stuff. I don't want V-Click against the Lava Dart deck. I probably want the Madcap Empyrean combo. I want Force against Blood Moon. And now we shave stuff. Anger was OP. Verdict is probably OP as well. Was a matchup you don't want with this deck? I have no idea, Elias. This is literally my first league ever with the deck. We're currently 3-0 because the deck is awesome. Buenas noches, Truji. ¿Cómo andas? ¿Todo bien? I feel like I probably don't want 3 fairies. So yeah, this is... I honestly have no idea what this deck's matchups look like. The Tron matchup is bad, having played this deck a lot. Okay, there you go. Blake Trusty. But Blake Trusty knows what's up. Teferi seems bad and slow. So does Repeal on the draw. Maybe on the play we want it because we can balance one of their dudes and stuff, but seems a little bit slow. Especially because I'm trying to see if I can get them with Madcap. Timely seems good. Anger seems good. Ewit. Gift sounds a little bit bad. Sounds a little bit too slow, honestly. We want all of our cheap interaction. Yeah, alright, let's go. Hey C-Friend, how you doing? We're doing great here. We're playing some really fun lists today. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. We got the fun off. Totally gonna leverage the fun off. I don't think I'm interested in pathing my opponent on turn 1, so I'm just going to play this tapped and pass. Next turn we can play out this Steve, and then on turn 3 we can Madcap. Hopefully it's gonna be sick. Morphos, you got it. This game here seems like you're enjoying playing decks with made lenses sometimes. That's what I do. Any variety of Titans is welcome. Inferno Titan is also welcome. Of course, there's a superior Titan, but I will take Inferno Titans just as well. Um. So I guess I want to fetch it. I want to. Ah, they don't have Blood Moon, I guess. Yeah, I guess I don't have Blood Moon. All right, cool. Of course, it's important to know the number between Madcap Experiment and Fetchlands, right? With the Madcap Experiment in play, you cannot. That's brutal. That crash through is very good. You cannot fetch. Alpine Moon. Oh no. I'm not dead, I don't think. No, that's their third turn, so here I go down to 5, then down to 4, and I will madcap. Good Snow Covered Forest. Madcap Experiment. Whee! 8-8. 4 mana 8-8s. Are you preferring the red amulet deck of the white these days? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, certainly. There's a lot of problematic artifacts and stuff that I want to, get rid of. Blister Coil, weird. Play a Breeding Pool. And we get to serve, right? Yeah, we get to serve. Opponent stepped out. Take 8. 8, yeah. El Champerino, love it. They had played Crash Through Bacchus, so even if I blocked, my opponent was gonna trample for the full amount. So it didn't really made a difference. Oh, that's right. This is where I want. Crash Through and Swift Spear. Sounds good. Play Quaddle EOT. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Play Stomping Ground. So I can put my opponent on 2-turn clock. I feel like I want to force them to either take it here or chump. So we're gonna start with a Bolt. And if they want to chump with the Reveler, that's much better for me than them chumping with this Swift Spear. I mean, they certainly seem to have outs because they're not conceding. So I imagine that they have some outs. Search for Tomorrow. Swing. And before blocks, I'm gonna path the Reveler. Estoy en tus últimas ligas por encima de los tiempos muertos que he tenido. ¿Cuál es la razón de jugar Exavirtual por encima del Crisol de Mundos? Pueden costar en inglés si quieres. Yeah, so Truji is asking me why I'm playing Raminap Excavator over Crucible in my sideboard in my latest leagues. And the answer to that is that I have been having the experience that when I want an effect like Raminap or Crucible, I really want it and it needs to be in time, like on time. And otherwise I get like it just doesn't do enough. So I have been playing that card instead of I have been using Rhyming Up instead of Crucible because I want to have access to more copies of the card, basically more copies of what's his name? The effect in the matchups where I really need the effect, if that makes sense. Something good? It's not something good. It is horrendous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. Something good. That doesn't do it either. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha! The ultimate punishment. Alright. That didn't work out. I got a little bit too distracted and I started answering questions and I didn't. I should not have attacked with the Empyrean, I think. Should have held the path till combat. Bold self. Yeah, now that they know about it, I don't think I wanna play it, so I'm gonna do other stuff instead. Probably Dovin's Veto and Repeal. God damn it. Yeah, this sounds like a hand that we're never gonna find a green source and we're gonna die with a bunch of cards in our hand. Here we go. Oh, I should have played this on turn 2. My bad. I guess that Soul's Carmage was my opponent's out anyway. Right up the stage. What do they find? 2 mountains. Do I want to gain 4? I think I do. My opponent is going to have access to 1,000,000 mana anyway, so gaining 4 seems reasonable. Wow, okay. We kind of need something here. Alright, cycling those crash throughs is definitely great for us. They probably have a Reveler though, which is not great for us. Alpine Moon resolves, you got it. Yeah, because that bold face definitely tells me that they have Reveler in hand, which is really bad news for us. Yep, they definitely have Reveler in hand. There he goes. And we still don't have a green source. There we go. Snow-covered forest. Snow-covered forest. Steven. Things are looking really, very bad for us though. Seems very unlikely for us to win this one. Very unlikely for us to win this one. Bolt me. Yeah, that's really bad. Light up the stage. Yeah, okay, so we're probably just dead here. Certainly looking like it. This is actually lethal? This is actually lethal. Yeah, this is actually lethal. Crash through. Yep. Alright, we died. I don't think that drawing a green source earlier would have helped us anyway, right? Like, we were not drawing into anything. I still thought it was correct to path when we did. It was certainly not correct to attack with the Empyrean in the previous game, for sure. I just kind of got carried away and I was like answering questions in chat and I I wasn't really thinking. But I think we probably win that game if we just hang back for basically the remainder of the game. Instead of attacking and we just swing for 1 at a time. We got the Nuts opener. Hell yeah. 10-3 Jace. Unbeatable. Don't have a discard spell, please. Oh, we're dead. We're dead now. We are probably just dead now. Maybe they have like Hex Drinker and they play that on turn 2. That would be great. Alright, we need a lightning bolt off the top right now. It's not it. Certainly not it. Overgrown Tomb. We really need a lightning bolt there. Yeah, Bob. Bob is doing its thing here, for sure. Bob is doing its thing right here. I think I bounce Robert. Denying my opponent one more draw. Next turn I can play Steve plus Path on the Goif to stem the bleeding. Just a little bit. Take 3. Like, my opponent's already in escape shift range, so I don't really care how much more they take, you know? There's the Bob. They shocked, so I expect something else. Scusarino. So I can search. I can search in Steve. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I leave myself the out of drawing escape shift off the top. So it seems pretty good. Escape shift or BTL wins the game. The alternative was to just like play a Jace, but that doesn't really do much, really. It's almost never correct to play Valakut when you have all the land drops, also because Jace lets you brainstorm them. Oh, interesting, Blake Trusty. Good to know. Good to know. I was trying to like get it tapped. Like game 1, I'm not expecting my opponent to have any way to punish me, like by destroying them or whatever, but here comes a Bloodbraid into Thoughtseize. That is probably fine, because I'm not, like, I cannot Jace and Scapefius in the same turn, so if this means that I can't, that my Steve gets to chump, that's good. Like, I'm drawing towards Scape Shift here. Blue, Scape Shift or bust. We have 6 potential draws. And drum roll. Drum roll. One time. One time. Ugh. Can we survive? Okay, we can survive, I guess. We path here. We bolt there. Take 5. We die to lightning bolt, but we beat most everything else. It's a plan. Maybe they will reveal a 6 drop and I get to bolt them. Or they fetch and they reveal Batterskull. That's my out. Fetch, reveal Batterskull, bolt. I guess I can't. Never mind. Bad beats. Alright. Fatal Push. So I actually have to bolt the Bloodblade now, because they can push their own Bob and then eat. And then I take lethal. Is that correct? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright, that's 4, 6. I guess now I die to K command. Maybe I should just like main face bolt to this goose. This is an amulet I was lied to. No, you weren't lied to. We're playing Titans, so it is technically still a Titan deck. They should probably push their Goif and then eat it with Scoos. Or not. Maybe they just have a bolt or something. Wouldn't surprise me. K command does it too. They have a bolt. Not getting there anyway. Alright. We want Timely, we want Purge, we want Fairy, and we probably want Inferno Titan. Don't think we want V-Click. Just Balls Kuss when they sack fetch. Yeah, that's what I should have done, Tweezle. I was not expecting them to reveal a fatal push, so I should have bolted the Kuss there. Like in response to when they ate. Like their life total doesn't matter. I either kill them or they kill me. Like the life total doesn't really matter, but Gift sounds not great against Scavenging Ooze. The Quaddles seem excellent. Timely seems pretty good to buy time. Anger seems also reasonable, though Verdict is better. Inferno Titan sounds solid. Repeal. I feel like I do want to Fairy though. Ewit seems great. Can probably trim 1 or 2 searches. Oof. Keep this, and we're gonna bottom Timely. Oh, I put on some mulligans. All right, suspend and pass to you. Land off the top. Land off the top. No lands? Nah, yeah, that's it. Just a misclick. Got excited there for a second. All right, never didn't have it. Steve in the house. Let's go. Having played it for a few games, can you see in a recent this version would actually be better than the standard red green escape shift titan shift? It's definitely more fun. That is certainly the case. I think that red green escape shift, it's a great deck. I don't find it particularly fun or entertaining, and that's why I don't really play it very much. But this deck actually looks super interesting to me and super just fun, you know. And sometimes that's kind of all you need. This brutality. Is this gonna be the Whiffsky brutality? Yes, yes. We got a 3/4/0. The 3/4/0 brutality. Wow, this is worth a screenshot right here. Classic 3/4/0 brutality. All right. Cast. Get a green source. I cannot double spell, so I think I'm just gonna plus here. It really sucks to play out my Valakut. Like, I might get God by Fulminator, but like missing my land drop seems like I don't think it's an option. As in my assessment, it's easy to get bored playing Title Shift, even if it's very consistent and very good. The BTL is popular with those players because it's much more diverse. Yep, I that's exactly what I think about it. I think that it's worse. Maybe this version of the deck is worse, but it's significantly more fun. All right, get back up there. Sweet. Green this Steven. Play this out. Pass the turn. Sakura Tribe Elder is a value engine. Apparently. That honestly did not seem like the tightest play I've ever seen an opponent make, honestly. Let's draw a card. Escape Shift. That just wins, right? OP can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Better lucky than good, etc., etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 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 nope. Got him. Oh, unsaved targets. There it is. Unsaved targets. That's what I'm looking for. Next time I'll know. Well, that was easy. That's the Steve acronym. Yeah, because it's STV, Sakura, STE, Sakura Tribe Elder, and we call him Steve. We call him Steve because it's a good guy, you know. Steve is a good guy. He just does honest work. He just jumps under the bus so you don't have to. He does it. It's great. Steve is great. Classic hand. The never death touching Ice Fan Quaddle. I'm gonna keep anyway. We'll pinballs to 5. Oh, the V's value engine. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. It really is. Like, Steve is great. Steve is definitely the top 5 creatures ever printed for me. My favorite list of creatures ever printed. Primeval Titan, Knight of the Reliquary, Tireless Tracker, probably Steve. It's somewhere in there. Alright, this is how my opponent does a multi 5, by the way. You just draw that Bob, because Bob is insane. Nurturing Peatlands. If the Inquisition, I just let it resolve. Yep. You have a Pattern Just subscription. I don't have a Patreon, Vitor Cernic. I have a subscription, and I also have donations, which I do, you know, like free leagues for, I guess. We're gonna get Hallowed Fountain here. Blue, green. It's not like I need my Quaddles to Death Touch, right? And here I think I'm just gonna play it tapped Stomping. We have drawn a little bit too many mountains here. We're definitely gonna need to be making some we need to, wow, that's like the best Bobs ever. We're definitely gonna need to do some math to make sure that we have enough mountains in our deck in order to win. We only have 12, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a remainder. We have a remainder 7 only. Damn. All right. I guess you get my anger. They have to get the anger here. What? No? Like I'm definitely trading this. Like 100%. Maybe they have like Goif or something? Oh, I guess that explains it. And now this time they should have definitely escalated because like the buffs are clocking them. I don't understand my opponent's lines of play. I'm not understanding my opponent's lines of play. There's a Tarmogoyf. Good balance, but you upload this video, I'll post it to the group. This guy's love it. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Awesome, Tom. I appreciate it. Bloodbraid. That's Bureaus. Inquisition. God damn it. Stop drawing well, opponent. So I guess I want to do green and blue. Ha! Whiskey. Definitely trading with Bob here. I've drawn so many. I've drawn so badly this game. Okay, what does that do? What does that do? Nothing really. It doesn't really do anything. I can get an Eternal Witness, get this back to hand. That doesn't seem terrible, honestly. And I don't think I die next turn. My opponent will need to like find exactly Thoughtseize. Kenpoch83 with that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for coming back to the Primetime Stronghold. Hope you're enjoying the content and thank you for the support. White and blue. So we bring to light for Eternal Witness, I think. Ooh, Timely is kind of sexy too. Timely is pretty freaking good right here, right? Am I crazy? I can get greedy and Eternal Witness and then hope they whiff on a discard spell. Nah, Eternal Witness is better, right? Timely is pretty insane here. No questions there. Yeah, I think I just Timely, right? The thing is that if my opponent doesn't... The thing is I straight up lose to a Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Timely. Bitter Charnik with that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the support. How did Stoneforge Mystic do in Amulet? It didn't do particularly well. We definitely, like, I played pretty badly on purpose and just didn't get punished. Like, everything just went our way all the time. It was great. We ended up 4-1. That Ren is pretty freaking good, by the way, in case you guys hadn't figured that one out. That Ren right there is kind of a game-winning one. Unless I find something very, very good. Inferno Titan off the top would be, like, ridiculous. Please give me an Inferno Titan off the top. Please give me that Titan. Probably gonna ping the Quaddle. It's also funny that I didn't like fetch like ever. Um, I think I take this, right? I need Bob. Like, I'm not going to win by scape shifting, probably. And I need Bob to work for me. All right. Inferno Titan off the top. Scape shift. I guess I might win by scape shifting, huh? We do have enough mountains. Collective. You have to be kidding me! Wow! Wow, literally the only one that gets them there? They top deck the brutality. The only one that makes sure that they don't die to Bob next turn. That is so tilting. That is so infuriating. Wow. Ah. That is so frustrating. Wait. They didn't discard? So I jump here. Take 5. They have to have a Bolt in hand. Like, there's no way they just... Opponent, come on. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Don't have a Bolt. Don't have a Bolt. We were one land drop short of scape shifting. So 1, 2, no mountains in the graveyard, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So I have 2 stomping grounds. No, 1 stomping ground, 1 cinder glade, 3 steam vents, 1 mountain, and 1 sacred foundry. Yeah, okay, so I should be good. My opponent had the win. My opponent had the win, and they gave it to us. No, 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 and no. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Unless this is like the meanest slow roll ever. 4 and 1. 4 and 1. Woo. Wow. I really wasn't expecting to get there on that one. My opponent revealed the perfect card, but they played it wrong. They made some like questionable plays for sure. I don't think that they were terrible, but they made a couple of weird plays. Wow, that was super exciting. That was a very exciting way to end this. This was fun. This list was a ton of fun. If this card were like 40 tickets, I might play a little bit of this. I don't know if it actually might be right there with the power level of current Modern. It certainly was not there when Hogak was a thing, but it might be right there with the power level of Modern in its current iteration. as far as things in the sideboard, we might want something like like access to Stony Silence or stuff like that. It feels like things like Affinity and Cardinal Scales. We beat Urza twice, but I don't know if that was us getting lucky or that was actually like a way that we just, you know, I don't know if that's how the matchup plays out. That's what I mean. I don't know if we just got lucky a couple of times and that was it. Trujin with a tier 1 sub. Muchas gracias por la suscripción. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Sick for 1.5 Mono Red was close and came down to I was honestly I was just like checked out. I was answering a question in chat and I'm like I didn't really stop to think. Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't attack right now, huh? Because I think that stupid Quaddle was gonna do like some amount of damage. Urza is a decent matchup. I can see that, but you know, still I don't know whether we want to like do Resting Pieces or Stony Silence. Not being able to bring to light for our artifact hate. I mean graveyard hate. It's kind of a pain, like because we have Shatterstorm, right? We have Shatterstorm to bring to light for against artifacts, but not really, you know, a way to find the Resting Piece. Inferno Titan. I wonder if there's something better than this to be doing. As I was saying, I love me some Titans, but I don't know whether this is like the best card that you can have for this. In fact, something like Grave Titan is something that I have seen from previous Bring to Light versions. Of course, we're splashing white instead of black, obviously. But maybe that is more the kind of threat that we're looking for. How would you side against this with Amulet Titan running Karn? I would bring in so that I am assuming that we are playing my list, right? And if I were playing against Scape Shift, I would bring in Negate, Bog. That's kind of about it, honestly. Maybe Bailoff. And I would bring out, I guess I would bring in Rex Sage because of Damping Sphere. Sometimes the Scape Shift decks play Damping Sphere. So I would like hedge by bringing in just the one of Sage. And then take out these two. Take out Colony Garden and probably Coalition Relic. Take out these four. Bring in these four. Yeah, and even the Bailoff, I'm not sure it's necessary. But yeah, that was a sweet little league. Had a ton of fun. This deck feels better than it looks on paper even. I'm kind of sad that we never got to like gifts and given for value. Like we literally never drew the gifts. And the one time that it would have been actually awesome to bring to light for gifts, I actually cited them out as a mistake, which was you know definitely punishing. Thanks. So I've been citing pretty accurate. Yeah, Kenpochi. Like we don't really have many tools against this. This is a very like obscure deck. Like nobody really plays this deck. If this deck became more popular, we might need to add some more negates and stuff like that. But I really doubt that's gonna be the case. The deck definitely seemed like a ton of fun though. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so those are like the things that I would think about considering. Like the sideboard seems like has a lot of room for improvement. Like this part, like this is good. This is good. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. Crumble and force. These 6 sideboard slots seem to be like a little bit up in the air, and I could take them or leave them. Maybe the resting pieces are good, I don't know, but like these cards seem to be like a little bit random. Like I don't know which matchups you're gonna go. Well, like I guess control and maybe some combo decks you would want a fairy. Like Veto is a fine card. Maybe Veto is okay. And maybe there's something better than Inferno Titan to be doing at this mana. I would consider something like Mere Battlesphere. So what you want is you want some hard to interact threats, you know. While Inferno Titan, it ends the game quite quickly, even without needing something to, you know, needing to like Valakut and stuff. We're still like kind of dead to a hexproof card or whatever. Mirror Battlesphere, it's like a card that really gets, you know, it really controls the boarding at the second it comes down. and I doubt that your opponent will bring in Artifact Hate against you. Another thing that I was considering, maybe it's not great, but maybe just want a Field of the Dead in the sideboard for when your opponent, like for example, against if against the Prowess deck we had access to Field of the Dead, that might have given us an out to Alpine Moon and stuff like that. With Spear, Magcap is worse. Yeah, but you're not bringing in both cards. Like, you're not bringing in this card when you're bringing in this card. They do literally different. They are there for different reasons. You're not bringing Inferno Titan or Middle Battle Sphere against aggro. You're bringing in this against aggro. You know? You're bringing in Inferno Titan for stuff like Blue-White, John, like decks that will side out the removal against you. And then you can kind of get them and attack them from a different angle. You're not bringing these against John and stuff because they just Lily minus and you just cry, you know? Like, they're not going to side out your Lilies. And Inferno Titan is still very weak to Liliana, while Battlesphere is excellent against Liliana. Hornet Queen is like mere Battlesphere but weaker, like in this deck. Because, I mean, it's not like you can bring to light for the Inferno Titan anyway, right? If you could bring to light for something, then that would be defensible, obviously, but you cannot do that, so you are just hoping to randomly draw the Inferno Titan, and at that point, it might be something like a Mirror Battlesphere, which is going to be more effective in the matchups where you really want that type of effect. And I think that Mirror Battlesphere also goes after... I think it also goes after creatures, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you tap your mirrors and this to the player or planeswalker. Okay, so it deals damage to players or planeswalkers. Okay. So it's like you're just dealing more damage. So I guess it doesn't help you control the board. Maybe there's a better card. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know if Inferno Titan is the best possible card. And that's what you should probably try to figure out, basically. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the actual answer is, but I would definitely try to consider some other options. Same with Swan Song. This card did not feel great. I would probably just play this spell over this. Like, cause this seems more geared towards like counter magic matchups and whatnot. So maybe just Dispel is better, or Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce. It feels like the 2/2 flying bird can be relevant sometimes. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Thanks for the donators who made today's stream possible. We play all the memes, we had all the fun, and I just wanted to thank everybody for hanging out. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. You can get notified whenever I go live. If you want to help support the stream, you can subscribe. You get access to these 3 sweet emotes, as well as the cyber guide for Amulet that I wrote and I keep updating regularly. You can access that Amulet by joining my Discord channel, which is the Primetime Stronghold, and then linking your Twitch to your Discord account. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, if you're into the whole social media thing, that's where you can find me at fpublishmtg. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, all of my previous streams get uploaded to YouTube. So you can see them over there. And finally, if you would like to donate to the stream, donations are always very, very appreciated. And with a donation of $12 or more, I will play any 75 of your choosing, just like today. Any 75 of your choosing through a league, and then afterwards we're gonna do some like commenting and figuring out what the best possible ways to improve on the list are. And we're gonna do some hosting. Raiding, I guess. We're gonna raid San Syed, who's a member of Lotus Box, very good Magic player, and apparently he started streaming recently. I only found his stream like a couple of days ago. But yeah, great player. See you over there and have an amazing rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow with more, probably Amulet. We'll see how things go. Bye bye. Have a good one.